Thank you for watching Soul TV and keeping it Praise God Africa every single Saturday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Right now, we are going into our chit chat and we are asking, what risk have you ever taken in life? In case you want to be part of that topic with my main discussants right here with me, you can join us on our Facebook platforms. That's Praise God Africa Official on Facebook and Instagram. I'm going to start right here with my neighbor next with me. They are going to be telling me their names so that you can know them. Remember, I'm going to reach you anywhere, on your border stages, in your schools, everywhere. Hello.
Hello, it's Martha from Chanja. Risking is part of life, right, guys? Yeah, because if you don't risk, like, you risk. Risking is part of life. If you don't risk, you can't be a winner, absolutely.
So tell me that risk you've taken personally, you.
My God, I have so many risks, actually. I've risked, like, when you have a heart problem, then you go and dance. That's a big risk. So you don't know what is going to come up next. And I recollect back in my high school, I was so prudent. And we went for this Interact stuff. I was in an Interact club. So I was a secretary, I had to first do the secretary work. But again, it was already late, so I had to go home. And I was like, no, let me first finish with this one I'm doing. Then I'll tell my mom I have to go back home and explain. Oh, my God, you can't imagine. But on the way, I met with my mom.
So that means the risk you took, the risk you had taken.
More is to add minutes.
It had to take away your life. You had to decide whether your life goes away or...
Just know, my mom was going to kill me. Coming back home late, you didn't inform her where you had gone. So it is already enough. You don't know what to do. You're all gagged. So I stayed. I did my secretary work. So I came back. On the way back home, I met mom. I thought she was going to slap me. I don't know. I was all blown away. But she told me, you know what? I met your uncle, and she gave me this book to bring to you. Because when I left the meeting, after it was done, I left, and my uncle couldn't give me the book, the Interact book. So she just gave it to my mom. I don't know how they made. That is how I survived. Huge risk. And can you imagine?
Okay, let me go to another person. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm cool. How are you?
I'm okay. Tell me that risk you've ever taken in life.
First and foremost, I'm Amanda Blessing from Chiwie. My first risk we were at school, but this school coupling was prohibited.
But seriously, you guys, all the risks you have are in high school. So okay.
And now, at school, I was a dancer, and people used to call me Queen Dancer, and I was putting on glasses.
I know, I see when right now you're dancing.
At some point, they used to call me a sciencer, but this time there is this new entrant who came. Banang, I fell for that boy, so we fell in love. And guess what? We were taken on parade, Banang, the whole school, and I was a victim. But our pastors always told us that we have to be risk takers. Another risk, and this is recent. There are good risks and bad ones. I'm staying alone. I'm the mother and I'm the father. Yeah, so I'm staying alone, and that's a very big risk. At my age, I provide everything. I'm working. I'm not begging anywhere, so I think that's a good risk.
So you decided to take a risk to be on your own, without anyone, without getting support from anyone. Okay, that's great. All right. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm okay.
So tell me that risk you've ever taken in life.
I'm Lucky from Burger. I have 2 risks I've ever taken in life. One was when I was still very little. I went to visit an aunt of mine. I had like a breathing problem. My lungs were affected when I was a bit little. So we had to go for swimming in these ditches they dig. So they were for cows. And those guys were come to feed the cows. So we're deep in the waters. We had to go down in the waters. I wouldn't breathe. I was like, I'm going to die. I dreamt when I'm in heaven, but I was still on earth. Eventually, actually, the good thing is those guys went away, and we went out of the waters. From there, actually, I no longer swim. And the other risk is recently, in this COVID thing, I decided to start up a business. When everyone was crying, like, I can't start up a business, I have no capital.
In this period, I see everyone is like, no money, you're going to take a loss.
I just brought up all the savings I had. I was like, I need to do a business somewhere, and I did my business, and it's operating. Actually, it's because this world is owned by risk takers. That's why I sat down and was like, I need to risk to start this, because if I didn't do it, I wouldn't do it. Those are the risks.
So is it fine to ask you how far is it now? Is it
Actually, it's gaining momentum, my dear. I'm having clients, I'm having customers.
I you see? Hello.
Hello. Life is all about risking. If you don't risk, you don't learn. And I think it has merits and demerits. But the worst experience I've ever had so far in this quarantine, I was so down. There is some friend of mine who used to send me package from abroad, and he was in London. So now someone hacked his account, and this person sent me a message, and he told me, you know what, I'm bringing you stuff, but there is an amount you're supposed to pay. And I was supposed to pay $100. At the moment, I didn't have it. So I risked and went to the neighborhood. I borrowed that money. So now the worst moment is early in the morning, this I didn't know these guys were all about extorting my money. So now I got a call from Entebbe that told me, you know what, your stuff is already here. Get that $100 and send it on this number. I took a risk of sending that amount. And when I called that guy to confirm everything, I was like, you know what, you sent the money to a wrong person. I almost died.
Remember in this quarantine,
I borrowed that money, and I told the woman, you know what, I'm gonna send it immediately in the evening today. The woman was on my neck all day, so now I took another risk of borrowing money again to pray her.
But anyway, those were their own suggestions about their risk. Is there anyone who has any other risk which you can talk about sharing with us?
Risking in life, if you don't risk, you have to risk. If you don't risk, it's a risk. So in any way you have to.
It's also a risk. Yeah, me, I'll tell you a story. Me, as like this quarantine thing, the lockdown, the 7 p.m. thing, I was somewhere and I had to go home. I had to walk, to home. I walked from a long...
But I think walking was normal because everyone moves.
No, my dear, when curfew had started, I had to walk, and the patrol guys were like, I was like, when they come, I'll pretend I'm mad, tell them, you know, I'm going. I'll pretend I'm mad. Maybe I'll be taken to Butabika, but it's okay when I'm not put in jail. But good enough, I reached home when I'm safe.
Yes. We thank God. We thank God. But remember, you can join us on our social media platforms. I remain Shari. We are coming back. Stay tuned. Thank you.